it's Tori here. Now, not too long ago, I did a Warped Tour survival tips video, and I received such great feedback from you guys, and you seem to love the tips. In case you haven't seen it yet, there will be an annotation on the side. But one tip in particular that I mentioned was to create a priority list of all the bands that you want to see on Warped Tour. Now, this will just make your life a whole lot easier in case times overlap or you're just having trouble deciding what bands to see. So I thought it would be a fun idea today to elaborate on that tip and share with you my top 10 bands that I want to see on Warped Tour 2013. Now let's get started with my countdown. Band number 10 on my countdown is a band called New Year's Day. Now, first and foremost, it should be said that their music is really, really good. Now, go check out the Mechanical Heart EP on iTunes if you haven't yet. But aside from their amazing music, the reason why they are a must-see on my countdown and why I am so excited to see them live on Warped Tour this year is because they are really into putting on a show and performing for people. Now, they have amazing costumes and makeup, and they go all out when they're on stage. And I've even heard some instances of fake blood, which, I mean, that's pretty intense, isn't it? Now, if you have a chance, make sure you see New Year's Day on Warped Tour because they are one band that's amazing live. And you can also see my interview with them on the side, get to know them a little better. A+ right there. Now, the next band that I am dying to see on Warped Tour this year is Never Shout Never. Now, I can't deny, and probably you can't deny, that we've all had a Never Shout Never loving phase in our lives. You know, when he was releasing Trouble and Happy and On the Bright Side, those are all songs that are basically classics in my mind. But the last time I got to see Never Shout Never live was when they first released their album Time Travel, so it has been quite a long time, and since then their music and their band has just evolved so much, so I'm really interested to see how their live show is going to be now. And aside from that, every time I've interviewed Never Shout Never, which is twice now, Christopher Drew and the whole band have just been so nice to me that they're just people I want to support. So hopefully I'll be front row center and you will too. Always a band that's amazing live and I can't wait to see them. The next band on my countdown is I See Stars. Now I'll be honest with you, I'm not too familiar with some of their older releases and I only know End of the World Party because everybody knows that song. But Digital Renegade is an incredible album, and that album alone has made I See Stars one of my favorite bands, so that should tell you a lot about Digital Renegade. It's a great album and I highly recommend you pick it up. But aside from that, I got to see I See Stars play with Asking Alexandria a few months ago, and after seeing them play live, I can honestly say that they are one of the few bands that sounds exactly like they're recording live without cheating and like lip syncing or anything like that. So their live set is incredible, and that's one I won't be missing on Warped Tour this year. Band number 7 on my countdown is Memphis May Fire. Now, first of all, the number one reason here why I want to see Memphis May Fire is because I actually missed their set at Warped Tour last year. I know, it's so depressing because their set actually overlapped with another band. So, first of all, I just need to redeem myself for that depressing fact. Hashtag Warped Tour problems. But also a huge accomplishment for Memphis May Fire is that they're playing on main stage this year. So congrats, Memphis May Fire. That's a huge accomplishment. And I love bands that write about real life things in their songs. And so I immediately have a soft spot in my heart for bands like that. And that's exactly what Memphis May Fire does. So they're a band that I love and can't wait to finally see on Warped Tour. Gonna make it happen this year. If any bands overlap, you better believe I'm going to Memphis May Fire. Next up is Crown the Empire. Now, AP Magazine was not kidding when they listed them as one of the top 100 bands you need to know this year. Their album, The Fallout, is incredible, currently on repeat for me right now. But what's really funny about me mentioning them as one of the must-see bands on Warped Tour is that I just saw them play live 3 days ago, and they sounded amazing. It was pretty unbelievable what they were able to do in that concert. So despite the fact that I just saw them 3 days ago, I am already excited to see them play on Warped Tour this year. So if you have a chance, do not miss their set. You will love it. P.S. I just did an interview with Crown the Empire, so if you'd like to see that very soon, please subscribe to the channel because that will be up shortly. So let's move on with the countdown now. Whether you love him or hate him, there is no denying that Ronnie Radke is an incredible frontman, and that is why Falling Universe has made it on my countdown for bands I got to see on Warped Tour this year. And we gotta give props to the rest of the band as well because they are all incredible musicians, especially Jackie Vincent on guitar is unreal, incredibly mind-blowing to say the least. Enough adjectives there, I think you get the picture. But I'm only going to a couple dates of Warped Tour this year, and unfortunately, Falling Universe aren't playing the shows that I'm going to be at. So if you are lucky enough to be going to one of the dates that Falling Universe is playing at, please go see them. Do it for me. And their album Fashionably Late is coming out soon, which means they are probably going to play at least one new song live, so that's quite an exclusive. And speaking of new songs, their single Alone is out right now, which is kind of a new style for them with the rapping there. So comment and let me know what you think of that. And if you're going to go see Falling Universe on Warped Tour, here's a virtual high five for you. The next band on my list is Sleeping with Sirens, and I'm sure that makes a lot of you very happy right now, considering most of my subscribers are Sleeping with Sirens fans, so you can see my interviews with them on the side if you haven't already. And they have been gaining so much popularity recently. I feel like I hear their name everywhere I go, and it's definitely for a good reason. Their new single, Low, is one of the catchiest songs I have on my iTunes. I absolutely love it and can't wait to hear the rest of their album coming very soon. And also congrats to Sleeping with Sirens for being on main stage this year. Woo! Very excited for that and can't wait to see them on Warped Tour. Now getting towards the top of my list, a band that I literally cannot miss at Warped Tour this year is Black Veil Brides. Now I think what makes them so special and near and dear in my heart is that they are doing more than just playing music, but I truly believe that they are changing people's lives through their message and their music. They're so uplifting and just always make you feel empowered when you listen to them. And specifically Andy there, his voice is so intense that it's almost like he's leading a revolution of sorts when he starts singing. And he definitely has the BVB Army backing him, and I am proud to say I'm a part of it. And speaking of the BVB Army here, in case you did not hear this news, Andy's dad is going to be at quite a few of the dates on Warped Tour this year, filming a documentary featuring the most intense Black Veil Brides fans he can find, so stock up on your war paint and hunt him down. You can check his Twitter page for more details on the dates he will be at, but I am literally so excited to see Black Veil Brides, and I am proud to say I'm a supporter of that band. One band that's on my must-see list, and I'm pretty sure it's on everybody else's list as well, is Bring Me the Horizon. Now, since their album Sempiternal came out, I've been listening to it on a daily basis, and I've been slightly obsessed with it. I actually like their less heavy style than what they were doing on previous albums. It's really, really, really good, in case you haven't heard it yet, but I'm pretty sure everybody on the face of the earth has. And more in particular, I'm excited to just scream, "This is Sandpit Turtle!" during Shadow Moses, and I'm excited to see how many other people will do that with me. And surprisingly, this is going to be my first time seeing Bring Me the Horizon live, so that is going to be quite an exciting experience. Now, my number one priority, the number one band that I have to see on Warped Tour this year is Let Live. Now, every single friend that I have gone up to them and told them, go listen to Fake History, go listen to this album. And so I am telling you now to please go purchase their album Fake History on iTunes. Ever since I first found out about this band, I have been so intrigued and just interested to learn more about the lyrics and find out more about this band. I think what they are doing through their music is genius, and I think they are a brilliant band. I can't say enough great things about them. And if you've never heard of Let Live, you might know Jason because he sang on Pierce the Veil's track Tangles in the Great Escape on their album Collide with the Sky. And although he does sound amazing on that song, that is just a taste of what you'll hear on their album Fake History. And now I've seen them live a few times, and it's safe to say that Jason and the rest of the band are insane live, and I mean that in the best way. They're crazy. They will do anything for a good show. After searching through YouTube, I found some videos of Jason dumping trash on his head, jumping in a lake, and that is just to name a few examples. The first time I saw them live was when they opened for Falling in Reverse, and they left such an amazing impression on me that I went home that night and bought their album immediately without even listening to it yet. Literally, if there's one band you are going to see at Warped Tour this year, please let it be Let Live. They will blow your mind. Now, aside from the bands that I just mentioned, I highly recommend that if you have any spare time while you're there to go see at least 2 bands that you've never heard of before, because Warped Tour is the perfect opportunity to discover some new bands that you otherwise might have never heard of. And so that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment below and let me know the top 10 bands that you are excited to see this year at Warped Tour. And while you're at it, please subscribe to the channel for more videos. We have a ton of interviews and news, reviews, anything you could think of that's music related. Hopefully we have it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!